that to happen.
Wouldn't it be
Like,
awful if, and that's all it takes?
like, dude,
Actually, it takes a little bit of. Does it exist yet? No. That means I can be the first.
like,
I
I
can be
mean,
the
like,
one who brings this to the world and ruins everyone's day.
are we really saying that like somebody spent that much time like learning
For
how to
evil?
draw
To
for evil?
inconvenience
Like,
people?
well, it's just like, but it's not even that. Because if you're just trying to inconvenience somebody, why would you do it with like one of like such an unknown and not worth knowing piece of media?
It's specifically to target those that know about it, and for those that don't know about it, they look into it and then it hurts them even more.
Like, like, I feel like not only was that a lot more effort than needed to occur, but like
But it's not
for
even
such
that
a
because if you're just
small
trying to
group,
inconvenience somebody, why?
right? Like, it's not like Alex has this huge following or even like a hyper dedicated cult following, right? It's
No,
just
not
like,
at all.
why did that happen?
For chaos's sake, Robert. You don't understand. Chaos is such a very powerful motivator. It's just looking at the world and thinking it needs to burn. People need to be hurt, and I don't want them to be happy. This needs to happen to inconvenience and scar some people mentally.
Yeah, that was really something that you just sent. God, I'm gonna be thinking about that for way longer than I want to.
What Alex and his big old yeekers, his big exotic Bahama mamas,
Oh man, why did you
and
say
his 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 postmodern mammary glands.
God, Warren?
Right now, I'm just waiting for all the people that were here before to come back in.
Oh, is it up?
Oh yeah, no, we've been going for a minute.
Oh, oh shit.
What did you not want to be caught talking about? Alex Yeek's big old boobies.
Oh my God, it is. Why is that the fucking? Is that the?
I figured I might as well just be
I
just
don't like this.
embrace the pain.
Oh.
Let me see. Where am I? Ooh. Oh, yeah, no. Also, in case because the game is gonna be full screen. If it goes down, like the stream goes down, like text me or something because I don't want what happened last time to happen where I just don't realize it. That made me
I'll,
very sad because I was
I'll,
suffering through the game by myself. Granted, it was like a placebo effect because I thought people were there, so it made it a lot less hurtful. But then once I found out that I was by myself the entire time, it only made the pain crash down upon me that much harder. So let's not do that again. I can't even remember all the people that were there. Uh,
I actually don't see Cody in the stream. I think it just says me watching.
let me put it in here. Did I not put it in here? I'll put it in here.
Oh yeah, and also the first link you sent also. Oh, there it is. Okay. The first one actually took me back to day one, and like it started playing, and I was like, wait a second, this is not a conversation we had.
Let me see. Let me see who all is going to be here. There was All right. Oh shit. Oh shit. I just realized Cody just spoke. He just said he said lies. Robert lies.
It just says one watching.
Hey Cody. He said he was gonna try and show up, but he would just be in the chat.
You're not getting in Discord to
Yeah, no. I guess he's doing
stay
something.
with
I have no
us.
idea what.
Mm.
Hold on. Let me see. I know I have oh, let me check on the other guys. I will be back. Give me like a split second.
No, you're not allowed to leave.
Please.
Now I'm holding you captive.
Uh, he sent me one of my friends. One of my friends, Damien, sent me this. He said it's so terrible. You and you. Look at the Discord. You see it?
Oh,
Alex Yeek is your boyfriend. Ah, it's blocked.
oh. Yeah, I can't watch that anymore. Thanks
You
though.
can't watch it anymore. You just reached your limit.
That was officially all of whatever the fuck you want to call that I could handle.
I'm also gonna stream. I wonder if it looks like. What does it look like on Discord? Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it would be in motion, but it's not in motion. Yeah, weird. I wanted this.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna watch the YouTube stream because I want to yell at Cody and tell him he's wrong whenever he says anything.
Yeah, no. We can just hold on. Let me go to the stream. I'm gonna like on Discord. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we're still just sitting at one. All right. So I'm gonna type for context. Reminder that you do not have to play this game and it is bad. I know.
Neil's the first person in this whole thing that's actually looking out for you.
He just the very moment I started streaming, Neil told me you realized you could just kill yourself instead of playing this game. I was like, well, you see, Neil, if I'm playing this game, I'm going to die either way. Like it's gonna happen. It's like I think his mindset is you just die faster if you just do it yourself, and not just yeek myself to death. But I have to fulfill the prophecy. I told you on the weekend of April 1st is this is it. This is doomsday. I have to do it. I have to fight my demons. I'm gonna type a little
Yeah,
bit of context. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, I hear you out. It really does sound to me like Neil's the only person who actually cares about you, right? Because you said that to all of us, and we were like, yeah, do it. Uh,
Right, one.
and that's not good.
Uh, All right. So for some reason, Cody doesn't exist within the context of the stream. I guess he's just like some anomaly because he doesn't count. Like he just, I'm looking at the amount of people watching and I'm just getting nothing. Like he's not being counted. So, uh, apparently Cody is warping with reality and time in order to be here, and I will take that as a sign of his friendship. He's just that excited to be here and protect me from this game, and I thank him for that. We're just gonna go ahead and start. So before we start, I want to take a look at the references. I'm not sure if these references were always here, um, but we'll take a look at them. So here you go. I'm not sure. Have you ever, like, Robert? Have you ever seen a game do this besides this one?
Uh,
Like, it's just the story of Yeek has directly used excerpts from or paid homages to the following pieces of media:
seems like
Merriam-Webster Dictionary by Merriam-Webster, direct quotes of word definitions. I'm not sure if you had to put that one. After Dark by Haruki Murakami. Okay, so they put his name there, but I mean, basically just plagiarized it.
This is like the world's least genuine works cited page. That's
Yeah, it's like, how do you make a game with a works cited page that isn't even
also,
like?
Can we just appreciate the fact real quick? It says After Dark, full excerpt. That's not how that's an oxymoron.
Yeah,
it cannot be both an excerpt and just
full.
The whole thing. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Although I guess if After Dark is a collection of poems, maybe in that sense it is, and he just took the one poem. But if After Dark is the poem, then that doesn't make any sense, and is also maybe just a lie. But
my favorite part is how they put their own game on here, right here, right there underneath Dance Dance Revolution. They put Two Brothers by Axe Studios. They put their own game on the works cited page. That was pretty cool.
that's right. You're supposed to cite yourself when you do your own work.
And then they put down there at the bottom, Yeek uses written languages English 550 CE, Chinese 1766 BC, and Japanese 100 AD approximately, represented by various symbols to convey its content. The earliest known written language is cuneiform. Don't know why they put that there. This is a reference to how humans record stories and pass along knowledge in written form. I don't know.
Dude, it's postmodern.
That was very postmodern. They're just straight up just giving me. They're just being a thesaurus for me.
I like the idea of being like, this transcends languages so hard we have to cite the languages that we use. Right? Like
that's so fucking. That's so postmodern.
That's what I'm taking away from this.
Yeah.
So postmodern.
It's so postmodern. I am pooping. I am shitting
I also
and farting.
love how he puts English, Chinese, and Japanese, but Japanese is the only one where he puts approximately.
Okay, so this is Windtown. Unfortunately, I've already beat up all of the poor people. So, but we can speak to them so you can get some of the dialogue that I found to be, you know, I still give you a little bit of the experience. Let's talk to this guy. Talk to this kid. Future robber. Brandy's is my mom's new boyfriend. I hope he becomes my dad. His punches don't hurt as much. Then again, I don't feel as much love in them neither. Just take that in. Also, I want you to pay attention to the fact that these kids are just like recolors. This is just straight up like one of the kids from the arcade. All of them were blonde. This is like the only like unique one. Like his hair is brown for some reason, which that's nice, right? You know. I mean, hey, if you're gonna reuse assets, you know, I mean, if you can do it, it's just very obvious. So I needed to get into the Mancer's house, which is this big old house over here, guarded by this big fence. And I only found out that I needed to be over here by beating up everyone in town. And then I had to go somewhere. Somewhere. I had to go somewhere. There was some fat guy I had to beat up. Yeah, I had to beat up this fat guy over here, and all of his attacks were just throwing bottles at me that shattered on the ground. And you might think, oh, also he looks like this. He just looks like he's just about to break down, like he's just running off of pure crack. I'm not. Listen, listen. I didn't make the game. This is just what it is. It. Like, Robert, do you have anything to say about this?
I just,
Well, let's talk to him.
I, I don't even know where to start here. Oh my god. What? This is like an entire town populated with like somebody's like first Pathfinder characters is what this feels like.
They're all.
Where
It's an
they're like,
entire town of murder hobos.
yeah. Looks like they looks like a bunch of like
How do you feel
I don't
about
know, like
this?
yeah. That's the way I feel about that is about how he looks. So I guess in that sense it is appropriate self-reference.
No, no, no. And then there's this grave right beside it. Here lies Andrew Allenson and Brian Allenson, who
Wow.
worked themselves to death on this game. Wow. I'll just let that rock. Not even gonna say anything else. I'm just gonna let that be absorbed by the watchers. You can form your own opinions on that. I'll tell you my opinion. It's awful, but you can form your own opinion. So now that we have the key to these people's house, we're just gonna barge in.
Well, I guess this is the place. So, do we just knock?
Let's give it a try. Worst comes to worst, he's sleeping and we wake him up.
Who are you guys?
I'm Alex. I come from the internet.
People in the '90s did not say that. He's just. I refuse to believe people said that.
Oh, one sec. Come in. So hey, yeah, I'm Rory, but you probably figured that much out on your own.
You can hear the game, right?
Uh, I am well 20 seconds behind and it is muted for me. Because
Oh.
otherwise I hear us both and
Oh, yeah,
that's a lot for my brain to wrap around.
Yeah, that is a lot. Yes.
If not, why would I be letting you into my room?
I assume everyone can hear. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to turn the game up a wee bit. A wee bit. Just a little bit. Alright.
Anyway, what are your names?
I'm Alex. This is Vela and Michael.
No, I mean, what are your screen names? That's how I know all of you, so that'll be more beneficial.
Oh, I'm SNES Man 99. I think that's the first time I've had to say that out loud. Michael is Veriformer, and Vela isn't cool enough to go on the message board.
SNES Man 99. I can't think of a more fitting username. What? He's like AVGN but shittier.
Hey, aren't you that girl? The one from Windway 87's post about the girl who's ripping up holes in reality in his town?
I am. But don't believe everything you read on the internet. You boys take that stuff too seriously.
Hey, I invented lying on the internet, so no need to warn me.
What?
Anyway, I'll have my eyes on you.
I invented lying on the internet. Okay.
Don't need you ripping a hole in my basement with your mind powers or whatever the hell it is you do.
Well, then just remain on my good side. So, Rory, tell us about your sister. When did she disappear?
my sister, she vanished about 3 weeks ago. Went to school one day, left school, and now she's gone. No crazy elevator video of her either. She's just gone.
Oh, did your parents get the police involved?
No, my parents aren't exactly what you call proactive. They aren't the types that jump to their kids' defense when they're in trouble.
Do you think it would be okay if we talked to them?
No, that wouldn't be okay. It's complicated.
I see. Well, who else knows that she's missing? This is extremely serious. A teenage girl goes missing, and someone needs to be doing something about it.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah, okay, you're right. Where do we begin? Well, my sister Carrie started acting weird a few months back. She was having trouble with some girls at school, but nothing she couldn't handle. So one day, things get really weird when I find her in the attic. She was holding some of her baby toys, stuff that's been boxed up for years. I asked her what she was doing, and she said she needed them for gifts. Gifts for kids who had less than she did. So then she left. She took 7 things with her. After she vanished, I went around looking for her, and I found her toys scattered everywhere. Anyway, the weird thing is, each place a toy was found, an accident happened there shortly after. One of the toys was left at an underpass, and the next day, a kid was killed when a car hit him. And I know that sounds like a coincidence, but then at a train station, a woman was robbed, and the guy who grabbed her purse ran into the tracks and got hit by, not the train, but a cop car that lost control and plowed into him.
Oh. Sorry, for some reason I imagined they just went full GTA, and there was a cop car on the train tracks that hit him instead of a train. I was like, oh my god, how do you manage that? But no, all right, sorry.
Anyway, this old lady had a heart attack and died the next day at the grocery store, right on top
Holy
of a
shit.
sewage cap where another toy had been found.
Anyway, this old lady had a heart attack and fucking died. What a way to lead into that.
You can't tell me all of that is a coincidence.
Did anything happen to you personally when you went to these locations?
I can't tell.
Were you the one who
like,
found the toys?
I can't tell if
Yeah.
it's supposed to be
Yeah, to
funny or not. Like those types of lines. Like,
What, the
I
old
feel like
lady
they're supposed
fucking
to have
died?
yeah, like that line. Like, anyway, this old lady had a heart attack and fucking died. Like,
Let me...
you
Okay, let's
almost
just
want
go
to
to the
think, because if
places.
it's trying
I
to
think
be
it'd
funny, it
best for
isn't.
me to show you myself.
And maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but like, I feel like maybe it's supposed to be like.
I think
weird,
it's just his
surrealist,
delivery. Like, he delivers his lines with the amount of with a very strange amount of emotional consistency. Like, it just came across anyway. I digress. This old woman had a heart attack and her heart imploded in her chest and she died. It's just like a whoa. It just, well, you figure you would say that with a little bit more of a somber tone, or
Yeah.
he just said it like it was just like a like naming things off of a grocery list.
Yeah, it just.
Not
I just
Alex
don't-
reflecting. Keep going.
I just don't know. Like,
Oh, okay.
I know how I feel about it, and it is disrespectful apathy. But I don't know. I don't know how I'm intended to feel about it here. Like, what is
Oh.
what is he trying to get me to think? I don't.
What is?
Maybe I'm thinking too much about bad throwaway lines.
There's some crazy stuff going on. Why does the sky look like that? Whoa, that is crazy. That is wacky. I guess we'll just ignore that. We're just not going to talk about that. Whatever. This game has good imagery. It's weird. It's wacky. I like that.
I have this theory about physicality and
Oh,
the
no.
nature of our universe. It has a lot to do with the temporal nature of our bodies.
Oh no. I was starting to like you. Don't just start spouting off a bunch of metaphysical bullshit.
Basically,
I
think
am
we all have a
slightly
set number of
behind where
days
you
to be in
are,
our
and
bodies, and they
so
usually end with
excited.
our bodies being destroyed.
Oh.
But sometimes, very rarely, we leave our bodies without dying.
What exactly happened to you, Rory? What makes you say this?
Okay, forget that for now. I can't explain it right now. Let's continue the tour.
What? So, now we're going over here, I guess. What the fuck did he just say to me? Why did he say that? What did that have to do with anything? Also, I would like to point out that Rory is the only NPC in this game besides Alex that I've seen be able to run and move around.
The elemental composition of the human body can be looked at from the point of view of either mass composition or atomic composition.
What? Wow. Okay.
The adult male human body is approximately 57% water, and water is 11% hydrogen by mass, but 67% if you count atoms.
What? 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 What the What the fuck does that even mean? Like, actually, hold on. Robert, I'm gonna let this catch up. I want you to see this line. I want you to see this line. Someone has to explain this line to me.
Is it the elemental composition of the human body?
Yeah, what?
Oh.
What is this? Is this supposed to sound smart to me? Because it just, this is even me being difficult. It's like a genuine, what is he talking about? What does this have to do, you go, Robert. You're smart. You understand this, right?
I know what he is saying. It's dumb, but but I do know what all those words mean. But yeah, it's not worth me explaining.
The joke here is the adult male body is approximately. He's just saying the exact same thing. This fucking guy.
What?
Okay, so, so wait, is he saying in water? Okay, so the human male body is approximately
he's talking about
57% water. What?
He's talking about the difference between counting the atoms of hydrogen or weighing the atoms of hydrogen, right? Because hydrogen's really small.
Yeah,
so
it can either be atomic composition or mass composition. That's what he was trying to say. I'm not sure what this has to do with anything, but sure, let's.
Yeah, so this is my question of what does he say next?
Yeah, okay, let's find out what he says next.
What he has said now is the most basic of truisms. So.
He might as well have told me plants take in oxygen and they make, or plants take in carbon dioxide and they make oxygen, and it's like, okay.
It's like the difference between the ground and the earth. You can look at the ground in terms of gravity or just earth.
Yeah, his is
so on one hand the ground is dirt, but on the other hand the ground is down. It's like, stop.
The
Stop
ground
speaking.
is dirt. It's also made up of a bunch of rocks. It's just like, okay, yeah. Most of the mass of the human body is oxygen, but most of the atoms in the human body are hydrogen. Okay.
What we love to forget is the soul when we talk about our makeup.
All right.
I don't really believe in souls in a religious sense. I like to think about the soul as our mind.
All right.
Have you ever imagined what it would be like if we successfully performed a brain transplant, but when the person woke up, they were exactly the same?
Rory, where is your sister? What are you talking about? Why'd you stop us to say all this bullshit? What are you saying, man? What does this have to do with anything? Like this is me like trying to be hyperbolic to be funny. Genuinely, I was treating this like a real life or death situation, and he just starts talking about this weird metaphysical, biological bullshit, mumbo jumbo, gobbledygook. He's spitting at me. Like, what is he saying? Like, shut up, man.
Like, the brain is a physical part of the conscious, but the moment it's in a new body, the old soul, brain, or whatever enters back into the body and poof, we're back to being ourselves.
What?
Do people really know that the brain contains our thoughts?
What kind of dumb... What kind of fucking... No, Seth is fucking with me. He's clearly you're not intellectual enough. No, of course, man. I didn't get a PhD in yeekology. I don't have my master's thesis in postmodernism to really understand the pontifications of this game.
No, he has a liberal arts degree.
Oh yeah, he's got a liberal arts degree, of course. Yeah, Alex Yeek's a smart guy.
Yeah, and before you tell me about the science behind it, I know you're right. I just think about this from time to time.
I wasn't gonna tell you about the science behind it, Rory. I was gonna tell you to shut up. That's what I was gonna tell you. Just shut up. I don't even know the science behind it. I just don't care.
You're a bit off on both your science and metaphysics, but you're onto something.
Don't encourage him, Bella. Don't say he's onto something. He's on crack. That's what he's on. He's on crack. None of this makes sense.
So like, this is.
She didn't.
I don't know if we're supposed to be judging this from the point of view of like the author self-inserting himself here, right? And like trying to get at this wild, like this wild shit as though it is real, or if he has actually just written a character that is dumb and is doing a bad job of communicating that this character is comedic. Like, this is what I mean of like, should I hate it because he's a bad person, or should I hate it because he's a bad writer?
I think it's a bad writer moment. I think they wanted Rory to seem like a kid who was really deep in a town that was really slow. And obviously the people here in this low-income area probably aren't going to be that crazy about education, but Rory's here spouting off all of this supposedly really smart stuff. So we were supposed to think, wow, Rory has really got some wisdom beyond his years. He's really smart. He's a real sharp cookie in the knife drawer. But no, I just think he's fucking stupid. He's just rattling off about nonsense.
I'm gonna make the claim that if it is that, then I hate him for both being a bad writer and being stupid, right? Because that's stupid. This is not smart.
No.
It's just like I can't actually tell if we are intended to think that what he is saying is smart, because it is not, and definitely not. So
I'm with Cody. He's like, that part where he asked, do people really know that our brains contain our thoughts? It was like, not Rory's. Your brains are your thoughts are not in your brain. They come from your ass. It's where you pull all of your dialogue from your ass. Shut up, stupid. Stop talking. I almost liked you.
I'm gonna out you, because right before the stream started, you did say the words to me. I actually started to like this game. And I think at this point we need to revisit that sentiment.
When the game was being a game and not like dickhead dickhead performing his slam poetry where he tries to like spit a bunch of metaphysical nonsense at me for like 30 minutes, it's giving me a bunch of Merriam-Webster's Thesaurus dictionary definitions about a bunch of multisyllabic words, pretending to be smart. When it's not doing that, I'm fine. I'm golden.
Well, at least he cited the Merriam-Webster.
At least he cited it.
Right, so it's
at
not
least he cited. That's how he's at least got academic integrity.
Well, and he also cited English, so nothing he says in English.
I almost thought he was speaking Greek, but then he cited English, and he even gave me the time period, so I wouldn't get confused with ye old English, like Finnegan's Wake type shit. Like fucking 17th, 16th century type English. He gave me the exact time period. He told me when English was made. Now that is a good scholar.
There's also this like
it goes
obviously
beyond that.
unintended, but like
There are times where I
kind of
feel like
funny
she's
self
physically
dig
there.
of like citations are meant to be like if you miss something or want to know
Like,
more about
in the
it,
same way I can
like
feel
you
my
can go
foot is
see
attached
where
to
I
my
pulled
leg
some of the
without
information
actually having
from.
to touch it with my
And
hand.
so like by citing English, he's almost accidentally admitting that like he didn't put any more thought into this than grammar. Like
he,
There is another place we
it's
can
like
check.
literally like the
Let's go
thing you
back to
said.
the
It was just
artifacts.
like, yeah, I understand what those words mean individually, but
you're
when you
right.
put them together like this, I don't think you know what you're saying. I don't think you know
Yeah.
what this means when you put these words together like this.
And it's like by like
Grammatically, this is a sentence. You're right.
by by citing English as all of this, he's also just like he just admitted that like they don't actually mean anything. Like
These are words.
if you're curious about the content of the sentence, just check the dictionary real quick.
Yeah, just look up what each of these words mean on the dictionary level, and that should give you what you need. Supposedly, maybe, probably.
This game is garbage.
He just it's like he just ate a bunch of alphabet soup and then just farted the contents out onto my face and pretended like it was intellectual. That's what it felt like.
This is right. Okay, someone lift the sewer cat with me.
You want to go down there?
Yes, I think that would be a good idea. Boys, give him a hand.
Fellas, just yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. You guys do it. Fucking hell.
Okay, so what I'm about to say might sound crazy, but I can prove my theory down
Oh, so everything else he's been saying didn't sound crazy. The notion that he can prove his theory by crawling down into the TMNT Nickelodeon slime sewers, the notion that he can prove his theory here, that's the crazy part. Everything else was not crazy, but the fact that he can actually bring some of these crazy ideas to fruition, that's the crazy part. Okay, alright, just wanted to make sure. Alright.
I think my sister's soul is down here, so let's look for it.
Rory, I think you might be a bit... Okay, no, this will be fine.
No.
Let's look for her. I just want you to prepare yourself that what you find down here might not be her.
Whatever, but I know it's her.
This like I don't know what it is about this writing. Maybe it's just that like I started this whole thing off by hating the writer, but there's something about it just like has this strong feeling of like he constructed these situations with pretend people to just like make himself look good when he explains to you how he feels about the world. Like it feels almost like somebody read the intro to like a philosophy textbook where they used a thought experiment and he was like, well, I could just do this better, like live aside from the other, right?
He literally he looked at the syllabus for like a philosophy and ethics and like metaphysics class, and then he just thought, oh yeah, I could just do all of that. I could talk about these things.
Like, I know, like, any story is the author making up a fake situation so that they can show you what they want, but this one just feels like he missed the point and made up a fake situation so that he can monologue with all of his friends standing around telling him how smart he is. It just feels like, I feel like dirty.
Yeah,
But,
so
like, no one should ever reach this level of self-indulgence.
yeah, so just pointing out, we're fighting shit and a samurai tortoise, not a ninja turtle, a samurai tortoise. Just wanted to point that out. All right, so
Right,
we're gonna do
because
combat
it's
now.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh. So the way it works now is for the... Oh god. Alright, now this bullshit. You're gonna see the minigame now. Alright,